Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on my channel. This is the Sleepless Illustrator with another video this week and another lesson. And I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm actually not too particularly happy with this one. If you can sense the enthusiasm in my voice, if you haven't read the title, we're gonna be drawing killer clowns. Um, yeah, I mean, where do I even start, guys? I'm just gonna get started and explain the whole situation. Well, first off, I mean, I know what you're thinking, guys. If you guys have seen this movie, I'm not afraid of clowns. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna change this real quick. I'm not afraid of clowns in general. I mean, I'm afraid of when people make clowns look scary. That has nothing to do with, like these guys. If you guys have seen this movie, well, I'll explain the premises. It's kind of an like an 80s. Hold on, guys. I have it right here just in case it was I saw it as a kid, but it came out in like the late 80s, 88. No, it's kind of uh, it's a dumb comedy horror, and I love comedy horror as much as anything, but this is just the dumbest thing I ever seen as a kid. It was kind of scary, but at the same time, I'm like, what the hell? And I've seen some weird stuff, guys. Yeah, I've seen a lot of. I thought Event Horizon was kind of the movie that kind of did me over, but I'm just gonna get this over with. So, anywho's. So I'm going to be drawing Jumbo here. If you guys don't remember the movie, Jumbo was the one he worked the cop like a puppet. So he killed the main well, I think the sheriff whatever and used him as a puppet. So not exactly my I really just want to get this one over with. So if you don't sound enthusiastic, I know my when I send this to Jacer guys and feel like excuse me and if you guys are wondering why I'm doing this there's excuse me there's a game coming out and it looked like fun. It's kind of like similar to Dead by Daylight, so of course I want to play. It's still stupid, but at least it's kind of in that realm. So but yeah, let's get to it. I'm already getting to it in case you guys don't know, so just grab your popcorn, your cotton candy, and I'm just gonna get into it, guys. Not much to say about this. You can tell the enthusiasm in my voice. I'm sorry, it's not a. It's just one of those weird ones I saw as a kid. Honestly, guys, I don't like drawing this kind of stuff. Like if I'm not really like into it, or if I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, you know, I won't bother with it. But we gotta, like I'm always telling you guys, you gotta start drawing things that you're, not particularly good or good with or cool with. So it's all right. I'll get through this. But if you guys did, I mean, I'm sorry if I don't sound too, a little bit. It's just the weirdest. I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, I never thought I'd be drawing this kind of stuff, guys. Ever. Creepy. Like I said, I'm not scared of clowns in general. I don't know what it was, guys. Growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, like clowns. I mean, I guess even before that, with it and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I guess my girl's texting me. Baby, sorry, I'm filming right here, babe. I'll text you in a minute when I'm done. Let's see. And nothing too. Quit clowning around, as Mike would say. I might as well get into, the whole deal here, guys. Not much to really say. Well, if you guys haven't seen the movie, I mean, I recommend it. It's still kind of it's a cult classic. I mean, you can't go wrong with clowns, things like that. But they're aliens, and they come from. And actually, guys, the clown is spelled with K. I think that's their race. They are clowns, but they're known like they're spelled with this. They're like even though the misspelling is a K, it's clowns. And you'll see, of course, if you read the title, the clowns spelled K. It's like an actual race or something like that. They just happen to be like clowns. I guess I don't know. They're circus clowns. And if you guys aren't familiar, I mean, for young kids who don't understand like clowns, it used to be in the circus that clowns were entertainers, and they would make you. They're supposed to make you laugh. And there's one clown in particular, Pagliacci. I believe he was a real clown, and You know, there's kind of like there's actually famous clowns. I can't really name some, but like, you know, they're not really relevant anymore. They're just more for like scary. And of course, the Joker's a clown. Just because like that, you know, I mean, you guys forget the Joker was from that kind of era of you know, comic books. You know, the golden age, so to speak, and where people, you know, went to the circus and stuff. So, and it makes sense because Batman's always been kind of a serious character. The Joker's always trying to get a rise out of him, you know, stuff like that. So that's always been the clowns, you know. And I believe their weakness, because I was just watching an old clip, and I think Jumbo was killed when the cop shot his nose. So I don't want to spoil. Sorry, guys, if I've spoiled it for you guys, but it's not much to really say. I mean, they use weird things like they imprison. I believe that they drink their blood, or I know they're here to harvest the humans. And the description there says that this is what the description says. It says it concerns a clan of evil extraterrestrials who resemble clowns. They arrive on Earth and invade a small town in order to capture, kill, and harvest the human inhabitants to use as sustenance. So they imprison them in with these ray guns that turn them the cocoons with cotton candy. And they use weird stuff like shadow puppets that can like eat people or something like that. And the popcorn, if you guys don't mention the joke with the popcorn, is that the popcorn is their larval stage. And I'm reading it right now, but I had to go back and remember that the popcorn is like, excuse me, they're how they're produced. So let's get the teeth in. These guys have like a full grimace of teeth, guys. So don't be. Remember, do the gum, get the gums in there. So you want that because you know, you want those showing for these guys. So these guys got like little, kind of like it. He's got some straight teeth, but then he's got some little, like normal looking teeth. Remember, guys, when you're drawing like humanoid forms like this, you know the teeth still kind of remain the same in a way. Unless you're drawing something from like Beetlejuice or something like that, if you guys aren't familiar. Oh yeah, and also guys, if you're familiar, check out the Beetlejuice. I was gonna draw it, but obviously I've drawn Beetlejuice before, guys. So don't. If you want to check out that video, I drew that because I have to tell you the truth, guys. I drew it out of like a whim because they've been teasing Beetlejuice for years, and you know, we finally got it. So, well, I'm looking for it. I can't wait, guys. I love Beetlejuice, and it looks good. Michael Keaton looks good. So, anyway. But like I said, I mean, it was always teased, so we weren't sure. But now I guess, you know, rumors are. And guys, also remember when because his mouth, I'm drawing the teeth, the top of the teeth. So think of that as well when you're drawing teeth. Then you have to catch the top of it. Draw a little thing to show that the mouth is going down, because teeth have shape as well. So up here, obviously, because the mouth is up here, you're looking at shape, but here you're looking down on the teeth, so you basically see the roof of the teeth, you know, the top of the teeth. So, and then kind of get some gums in there. Do a little teeth all the way up to the. God, this guy creeps me out. Okay, let's just get his hair and get this over with. I really just like. I'm sorry if I really want to end. I'm trying to like. I'll end this as quickly. I ain't coloring this, guys. Sorry, I mean, yeah, no, but things, you know, the funny thing is, guys, we all have to do things we don't want to do. You know, that's art. That's definitely art for sure. So, yeah, that's life. So, you get a little patch of hair. Hair is easy. Like I said, guys, just remember, keep it wide, or keep it shapes. No strings yet. Got a little bit of clown hair. All right, let's put this baby to bed. That's freaking out. Okay. Let's save this. Save. Oh, Seven Knuckles. I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, I had a problem with this with Noah that I did last week, guys. If you guys didn't check out my last video with Planet of the Apes. Let's go save this line. Get my ink quill. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that. So when I grew up, guys, like clowns were just like the ultimate monster, and even in cartoons, guys, like it was the ultimate, you know, I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm thinking the people at like Nickelodeon, all their, you know, they you gotta remember, guys, like people at Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and stuff, they're all using. If you ever watched like Hey Arnold and all the old shows, they were always referencing, you know, um, things they seen as a kid, you know, movies, you know, references and stuff like that, you know, to all other movies, you know, that they've seen, and including like anything with clowns, because these kids, I mean, these people back then, you know, probably went to the circus and stuff like that, and you know, they grew up in a different time, so it probably scared them as a kid. Because like you know, Chucky, not Chucky the skill dog, but Chucky from Rugrats is a prime example. You know, he always hates clowns. I'm guessing one of the creators hated clowns so much, you know, he was probably scared of them. So, like I said, I'm not scared of clowns, but I'm scared of these clowns because they're made to look scary. But clowns, you know, if you actually see a real clown, you know, I kind of feel bad. Clowns get a bad rap. I mean, I grew up with like with, you know, with clowns. I mean, we had Ronald McDonald, you know, and Ronald McDonald was dope. Nowadays, like, I can't afford Ronald. But then again, I don't think Ronald is represented anymore. You guys, I mean, one thing I do like this, it's like because I'm a comic book artist, guys. I try to pick also characters that have some um, texture when I draw. Like these actually, you know, because the wrinkles and things like that. Try to look for that in the what makes my drawings come to life. So even though I'm just drawing a clown here, you'll see. Wait. Maybe I won't get this done as quick as I thought, but yeah, just actually, I'm actually kind of having some fun with this. All right, I'm just trying not to look at the clown. So get a little dirt in there because his teeth are rotting. But really, I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. So, and what else? I mean, not much to say about this movie. I mean, it's an old. It's kind of. It's definitely, you know, I don't say under budget, but it was definitely, you know, small budgeted. I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I can't quote me on that because sometimes, guys, you think like, oh, this is like. I mean, it's definitely a cheap movie. Not exactly, you know. I mean, Robert De Niro or you know Ben Stiller or whatever. You know, Nicole Kidman or whatever wasn't exactly in this movie, but yeah, they got some people you never heard of probably. Unless that nothing I've heard. But movies like this become like a cult classic, you know. So it's just the way it is. That's the only, in fact, guys, that's the only way things have ever stood the test of time. I mean, if you ever watch movies, you know, like Jason Voorhees and all, I mean, it's funny. People crap on the sequels, yeah, sure, but it's the only thing that keeps them alive, Mike. Especially, let me tell you something, guys, especially in the horror genre. People think that, like, Freddy Krueger, he's so popular, you know, but think about the movies that it took to get there, the bad movies they had to do to make the characters still relevant. You know, the fact that they made, you know, they made these movies over and over. Even horror movies, guys. Like, I mean, you think Michael Myers is famous because you know, I mean, come on, guys. You ever watch the first Halloween? I hate to say it, Jason's going to be mad at me, but it's boring, you know? Or, I mean, not boring, but like, it's building up to it for the most part. Like, it's not like a whole lot's happening. It's not like, you know, sort of. I mean, you'd think, like, I mean, I'm surprised people back then didn't get bored with it. Just because it's like, it just takes a long time for things to kind of happen. Like, there's some excitement, he escapes, and then, you know, but anyway, but I think it's important, guys. If you ever want to, you know, if you ever look at the history of something, you know, these kinds of things. I mean, think about this movie we're talking about now. Now there's a video game, and you know, coming out. Same thing with Starship Troopers, guys. With you know, I got sucked into Helldivers. I've been playing that. You know, never thought people would be into Starship Troopers again. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So, and what else? Everything's coming back, guys. You know, the problem is, guys, you guys want to know what it is. It's you younger kids. Let me tell you something. You younger kids who are watching my videos and they're trying to learn to draw, the reason why nostalgia is coming back is because you kids don't like this stuff. You know, the thing is that most kids just don't. You know, they want the iPads. You guys want to watch me draw instead of drawing yourselves. I'm not trying to insult you guys like that. I'm just saying that that's just what they're catering to. They cater to people like old people like me who will buy this stuff, guys. You know, I hate to say it, but yeah, that's just the way it is. because they know they can't. Because think about it, they can only sell you an iPad. Your kids, all you want is, I mean, my niece and nephew are the same way. They prefer the iPad. They're probably, you know, although my nephew, like I've told you guys before, my nephew has his own channel. Pretty good channel. He wants to do that kind of stuff, and I enjoy it. I mean, but you know, it's at an early age though. You know, I didn't start thinking about this kind of stuff till I at least got to like middle school. I never thought you know, I was drawing guys, but I never thought I would draw as a profession. You know, I just never, I didn't know that was a job really. You know, I was too young. But my niece and nephew, they're so young, but now they want to be. You know, the kids grow up too fast, guys. You know, that's the problem. I just wish they'd stay kids. It's so sad. You know, I'm still a kid. Like, I'm just saying, we're the ones who are still collecting the toys, guys. Huh. Can you believe that? But that's who's buying. That's who they cater. That's why, you know, they're making these games. Because who do you think's playing these games? And then maybe a few kids play these games and be like, oh man, that's kind of a weird thing, but they'll still play it. So anyway, let's get this little lipstick. Let's start trying. I do like drawing. I do enjoy drawing monsters, guys. Remember, guys, because I'm drawing the lipstick on his face. Remember, make sure that follows the script. So I've told you guys before. So if, like, let's say wrinkles that go through here, they'll kind of interfere with the lines. So it just adds a little bit of detail. So gotta think of it like a hill. So you gotta follow the hill. But I might as well just talk about the drawing because I don't really have a lesson this week, guys. It's just well, actually I do. I mean, things are just kind of getting a little, yeah, kind of in. I know a lot of you people, I'll follow you younger, older people, whatever, you're all stressing. No. Actually, I've been finding it a little bit more therapeutic, I should say, because at the end of the day, guys, like the stress and stuff you're all feeling, you shouldn't be feeling that because that's just going to harm you in a way. See, stress, guys, I actually haven't been, I have to admit, I haven't been sleeping as well, so been stressing on some things, but like I said, it's just that's when you're, you know, stress is what makes you like less immune to things. That's something you guys got to be careful of. You know, you younger kids, you know, you guys don't sleep. I remember a time, guys. I used to when I was back in my old job. I used to party. Not hard, but like there'd be times I'd be partying. Um, you know, I used to party until like 1 a.m. Then I get home at 2, and then there was a couple of times I went to work on my grocery job. So occasionally I had to work at like 5 in the morning. You know, to do the early shift. So, yep, been there, done that. So, guys, let me get my girl, baby. That might take some. Oh, yes. Sorry. My wife won't leave me alone. Alright, guys, she's a good girl. Get the clown. She's funny. I just told her I was filming, and she's just like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, like a quiet emoji. Sexy in a minute. Almost done. Actually, it's coming out pretty good. I will admit that this is actually looking pretty good, but I still don't like. I actually can't wait to send this to Mike and Jason. I want to get their little. They know I hate this kind of dread. I mean, the only, like I said, the only reason why I want to play the game, guys, is just because I mean I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it's just strictly just because it's supposed to be like Dead by Daylight, you know. Just because Dead by Daylight's pretty much set the precedent on, you know, these like hunting horror games and stuff where they. Uh, Get the eye in. Oh crap! No. Oops, sorry guys, hit the wrong. Hit the tab on my computer, not my. Yeah, be careful. You know, it's funny, guys. I love I have 3 screens. Well, I'm gonna do a video show you guys my setup one day. Maybe you guys can get, because I like looking at people's setup, and I kind of got an inspiration for this. And then last Christmas, my dad happened to buy me another screen, and I'm like, I mean, I appreciate it. I was like, Pops, I don't need a new screen, you know. So, and yeah, long story short, I needed a new screen. But you know, I mean, you know, guys, it helps since because right now, the way I have my setup is like I have my tablet. It's technically 4 screens actually. So I have 4 screens because my tablet that I draw on that I'm using right now is counted as a screen when I put it on my computer. So I'm just using the Wacom tablet. It's the 16th, guys. It was only $800 if it's still. If you guys need a cheaper, really good, I'll put I should do a review on that, guys, because I recommend. I do need to recommend some stuff for you guys for, you know, for you if you're just starting out, because honestly, guys, you don't need an expensive tablet, and I'm not being paid by Wacom to say that. It really just depends on your needs. But if you've never used a Wacom, I've always wanted a Wacom. I used the Surface Pro, guys, because I wanted to be portable for a while, and that was in my college years. And then I've always used my laptop to do everything, just because, you know, you never really need a whole fancy computer as long as it worked. But and then I wanted a desktop to do it, because that's when I was going to film these videos, because I had my laptop only had so much memory. So the drawing was fine, but I had trouble getting videos and things I would film on my phone and I want to put on YouTube, but I never could. So, and now my computer, my setup, I'm so glad I got it, guys, because let me tell you something. I upload videos in an instant, you know, and never have any trouble. So anyway, I do recommend a decent computer and tablet. Like I said, you don't need an expensive tablet, guys. I'm not using anything fancy. You know, I just got what I could afford at the time, just, you know, recently, and then I haven't looked back. And like I said, maybe one day I'll upgrade, but I'll definitely keep this one and use it, you know, because you can do all kinds of stuff, guys. You can mount these things on the wall. It's so cool, guys. That's what I like to do one day. And you can slide it over. That'd be badass, guys. That would be my dream setup, to have like the screens on the wall, and I could just look up and stuff. That'd be sweet. And then keep my desk clear. Get some wrinkles. Get some like liver spots going down. Yeah, I'll put them all over. Okay. Oh god. Creepy as hell. Let's see, we're about, yeah, I bet maybe a half hour. I hope so, guys. I want to get this over with. Next to my worst fears, guys, is ET, and you guys are about to find out. I just told you that ET is like my next, and I work for Universal, so it's like, yeah, I deal with it every day. It's a childhood thing, guys. I had a scary dream as a kid, and involved ET, and it never just put a bad taste in my mouth, and just ever since I just, yeah. And he still creeps me out. I've never watched ET to this day since, like, whenever, you know, since I was a kid. Maybe like once or twice, but, you know, virtually I don't watch that movie at all. And of course, Mike and everyone likes to, every time we go to Universal, he picks up I'm like, dude, dick. Problem is, Mike's not really scared of much like that, like nothing ridiculous. He hates it when I say that's what she said, but that's not it. So. Hold on. Oops. Get some wrinkles. I love doing the wrinkles, guys. I know most characters. That's what I enjoyed most with when I did the Michael Myers mask, guys. I love doing that, like these little crisscross and stuff. That really, this is what a comic art is really about, guys. When it comes to comic art, you know, it's funny, guys. Like you don't see too many drawings of like old people. Everyone wants to draw Captain America and stuff like that, and it's cool and all. But let me tell you, sometimes it's fun to draw like old people or kids or any, some kind of like, like people with clothes. Anywhere you can get like details like this as a comic artist, oh, it's like a drug for me. Whenever I can draw a character, that's the only reason why I did this, because I knew that I wanted to pick a mask, but I think all the clowns. There's different clowns, by the way, guys. There's like a oh, 8 years. But yeah, there's different clowns. This one's called Jumbo. I guess he's the biggest one. He has like a mallet and stuff, and I believe he's the first one that's killed. So no spoiler, sorry, but. I think I'm not 100% sure, guys, but excuse me. And then, just remember, guys, comic book art. I'm speaking strictly as a comic artist on this one, but because I hope you guys understand. I also do other things like watercolor and then other. I'll do a tutorial on things like that on what some of my, But this is mainly like a comic book style. And if you guys are there's two things I took for the elements of these videos, guys. One was, of course, Rob Ross's, that's kind of the inspiration behind a lot of this, but also Todd McFarlane. See, Todd McFarlane was doing similar videos to what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to take credit or nothing like that. This is just, he would draw Venom and Ghost Rider and a few other characters just in black and white. Some he'd color if he had time, but it would just be quick videos. So that's just kind of like, where I got mine. I wanted to do more of this, so this is what I love doing, guys. So, and I always like these quick videos and I know some of them are sped up because I know it takes longer to draw some of these characters, like the Hulk. I see Todd Knock and Freddie Williams, one of my favorite artists. If you guys don't know who he is, I've seen him do conventions and seen videos. He draw like Thanos and stuff, Batman, all that. He was actually one of the lead artists who he was behind the Batman and the Ninja Turtles what do you call it, like duo, or not duo, what do you call it, like collaboration, something like that. Anywho, but this is mainly my style, so I just put, it's just supposed to be done as quickly as possible, because like I said, you guys, whoever my audience, guys, is really who's ever watching. If you're somebody who just likes to see people draw, see, I like to watch these videos even as an artist. I like to sit and watch if Jim Lee or Todd Knock has a video of him. I used to watch videos. Oh my god, guys, I was watching a video during COVID. It was when all the because Comic-Con was canceled, and Rob Liefeld was doing a thing on his Instagram. He was drawing something real quick, and if you guys don't know, oh, hold on. If you guys don't know Rob Liefeld, he's the creator of Deadpool. I'm sure you guys know. He's big on pouches. If you guys aren't familiar, like his characters, he drew Cable and a lot of those characters that are just like, if you look at Deadpool, he's all covered in pouches and things like that. If you go back to early drawings, and virtually because I'm an airsoft guy, so I had a pouch of like my airsoft stuff, and he's like, oh, I messaged. He actually responded back. He was doing like a live thing in the chat box, and I just said, I have a pouch. He said, put it to the screen, and he just kind of like signed it with his finger virtually. I was like, holy crap, he's a good guy. I love Rob Liefeld. I know his art sucks, but I've gained respect for him as a creator over the years, especially since he's allowed. I mean, I don't know how much handle he's had on the Deadpool movies, but I hope he's at least happy that his character is not being changed completely. I mean, I know they did the first thing, but I mean, I assumed we were all going to get more Deadpool compatible. I actually like the Wolverine origins, guys. I just wish it went somewhere with it. Obviously they didn't do anything with it, but I actually did like it in the beginning. But since that was the Deadpool, I mean, of course they ruined Deadpool, but that's because we never get to see Deadpool after, like like Ryan Reynolds was good as Wade Wilson, so we got that version. But I get what they were trying, because you have to remember, guys, back then, I mean, superhero movies were a lot different back then. You know, some were accurate, some were changed because. And let me tell you something, guys. I can understand if you actually go back and watch the first Fantastic Four. I can understand why they made Galactus a giant cloud, because at the time they thought, you know, a guy with a big helmet with the two things. If you guys aren't familiar with the Fantastic Four, would have looked ridiculous back then. They didn't have the technology like they had to make Thanos come to life like they did in this one, you know. And even then, sometimes Thanos even looks kind of ridiculous for like. I sometimes think that Thanos doesn't really fit the screen well. You know, it's kind of hard to tell with the CGI and stuff like that too. But anyway, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work, especially for that time. And you know, so sometimes they try to like make things a little bit more different. Like Galactus is like an entity rather than, you know, an actual, you know, person, so to speak. So, and they did the best they could with what they had. So, like, I fully understand it. I mean, it worked. I'm just saying, like, I understand why they did. I don't think they did it, you know, to ruin Galactus. I just think, you know, that's a prime example of like a huge character change, you know, something that just would not work, guys, you know. Yeah, but I think my nib needs to be changed, guys. I'm gonna try to end this real quickly because I think I don't want to scratch my thing, but I think this thing's actually kind of ran its course. And the cross hatching, I love it, dude. I love it, guys. The cross hatching, it's like a, you know, I was gonna say a work of art, but yeah, to be able to master this. Just add some shadows, mostly in the mouth. I don't really see any shadows. Let's see, oh, the hair. Let's add some to the hair. I guess I'm not gonna end this as quickly as I thought, but yeah, for the hair, guys, just add thick areas and then just add in your thinner lines. Kind of blend them in a little. Because what you want to do is you want to create shadows in the hair. Because remember, shadows, I've explained this to you guys many times, that hair has shadow. You know, more shadow than color, really, because most of the time you're just seeing the shadows, you know. Let's think about it, your hair is brown. Why is it black in there? Because that's not your hair's not black. It's just the shadow from the strings together, from the top of your head, from the sun. So add some shadow to the edge of the hair, on the edge here. Some parts in the middle, you know, like around here, but then mostly around the edge. You don't have to be completely, but then add your cross hatching, add your stringy hair. Add some in the middle, you know. God, my sister's gonna kill me, I think. Why are you drawing clowns? Sorry, you know, this is relevant. Remember, his nose is a sphere, guys, so get some shadows in there as well. Honk, honk. Yeah, I mean, this is just a cult classic, guys, and you can't go wrong with it. You know, it's just the way that it is. Sometimes something so stupid ended up being like our president. Kidding. Not really, but yeah. So I get rid of this. Let's see, I'll have a couple more minutes, guys. I'm pretty much going to end this. Not too bad, actually. Oh, if you guys don't know, we did have, I think it was either last year or one of the last few years, the Clowns maze. Yeah, it was okay. Actually, you know, actually, I take that back. It was really good visually, and then it actually did have some really good scares. So, you know, I take that back. You know, I work for Universal, guys, and trust me, Horror Nights has not been as good as it should be, I think, in the last few years. I'm sorry. That's my honest opinion. But yeah, this is one of the last few good years. I think when they did Ghostbusters was okay. I thought it could have been better for like a franchise that, I mean, I swear to God, Ghostbusters just cannot get it right, you know? And it was okay. It was more, it was more of a visual thing. If you guys ever can see the maze, you can see the stuff on YouTube, but it was, to me, it was more of a visual, you know? They had the Stay Puft Man getting zapped, and, you know, they had Slimer and all that. Can't go wrong with that, so. Any Hooser, and there's our clown, guys. Oh, God. I think I have to post this. And there we go, guys. Well, I mean, I recommend you guys decide for yourself if you want to watch this movie. It's pretty stupid, but I mean, it is what it is. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this one because it's starting to creep me out. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, share the video, and tell all your friends, your loved ones, everyone. Tell them what I'm doing every week. And yeah, I appreciate the support. And have another video next week, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. So have a good night, and check under your bed for clowns. All right. All right. Good night.